Hi everyone. Now that the collab is here and I've played it, I wanted to give my opinion on how Hoyo messed up. This was hyped, and all we got was an unorganized school play instead of a legendary battle. I'm going to hit 3 main points: a lack of a proper Holy Grail war, underutilized fate characters and concepts, and narrative quality and execution. However, let's recap what Fate is all about. In short, people will summon mighty warriors from history to fight alongside them in a battle. Royale to claim the prize of getting a single wish of their choice. The teams will do anything to win, from making alliances, betrayal, or cheating. First, a lack of a proper Holy Grail war. Fans were hoping for a more faithful adaptation of the Holy Grail War, which is the central conflict of the Fate Stay Night franchise. Instead, the collaboration featured a diluted and unserious version of the event, where the masters of the participating servants quickly teamed up, blurring the lines of the competition. The absence of genuine conflict and the emphasis on a power of friendship narrative disappointed those seeking the usual high-stakes battles and betrayals characteristic of the series. Next is the underutilized Fate characters and concepts. Despite the long build-up and the inclusion of popular characters, like Saber and Archer, many felt that the story didn't fully explore their potential within the Honkai Star Rail universe. Some noted that the story focused heavily on Saber, neglecting other popular routes like Unlimited Blade Works, which heavily focused on Archer. Additionally, the use of existing Honkai Star Rail characters as servants instead of including more original Fate characters or characters that are important to Penacony's history disappointed some fans. There were also specific complaints about inaccuracies regarding Fate mechanics, like Archer's independent action skill or the use of command spells. Even if they did not use the real Fate characters, they could have used Star Rail characters that fit the bill. Example being Clara or Mose for Berserker and Assassin. Something else that got me was that Pom Pom should not have entered the war since he can't even leave the train. Last is the narrative quality and execution. The story itself to be shallow, disengaging, and poorly written, describing it as feeling like a first draft. The overuse of the silent film format, where characters communicate through subtitles, was seen as a cost-cutting measure for voice acting and unnecessarily dragged out the experience. This was the part that I started skipping. The story for I got bored. Even worse, the voiceless characters wasn't the actor's fault. It was all Hoyo choosing for characters to be silent. The recycling of assets and locations, with Britain being renamed Elysiae, was viewed as a sign of laziness and a lack of dedication to the collaboration's potential. The inclusion of a mute cinema reality marble and other elements felt silly and unnecessary, further contributing to the overall sense of a rushed and unpolished experience. To sum this up, all I got from this was trash storytelling, no real conflict, reused assets, and no dedication to the Fate series. Well, that's all I have to say on the topic. Hope you enjoyed.